What's going on, everyone? It's TRL coming at you guys with some more Suns rumors and something that could be a huge possibility. Now, I said that I'd be making a video on Deandre Ayton pretty soon as far as trade rumors go, and this report came out, I think, yesterday that something that has been talked about since the trade deadline last season that DeAndre Ayton obviously could be traded to a team that needs help, really, as far as their star player goes. And obviously, uh, now me personally, I don't see us trading DeAndre Ayton to this team. But let me just go ahead and share my screen. So, like I said, as of yesterday, this report came out that the Dallas Mavericks could have interest in Suns DeAndre Ayton. Now, this came out yesterday, like I said. Now, my whole thing is obviously a little while back, not too long ago, but quite recently, obviously there were the rumors that we could be doing a sign-in trade for Kyrie Irving, and we could be throwing DeAndre Ayton in the trade too. But see, if I'm the Suns, I'm not gonna get Kyrie Irving because we all know how stuff like that goes. If I'm the Suns, I'm just gonna try to build around Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. Just keep two superstars, build a depth around them, get them a good coach, and see how it goes from there. And obviously, get rid of DeAndre Ayton is a big step towards that. If we were to give the Mavericks DeAndre Ayton, now there was also um, a mock trade that came out that honestly could be a real possibility, but at the same time, it also couldn't. And this trade obviously would probably help out both teams because the Mavericks, if you guys know, Christian Wood is not going back to the Mavericks. And so I think the only center that they really have as of right now is Dwight Powell and I think JaVale McGee on their bench as well. So as of last year, you guys obviously know that's not going to be enough for Dallas. Now, obviously, DeAndre Ayton had such a disappointing postseason. We all know that, which obviously, along with his big contract, a lot of teams are not going to want him. So obviously, there were some more rumors that the Trailblazers could be interested as well in giving us the third pick for DeAndre Ayton, which I don't think DeAndre Ayton's worth that much. So I don't see us acquiring that from Portland. I know they said they want to build around Damian Lillard. Uh, if they were to pick between DeAndre Ayton and the third overall pick, if I'm the Trailblazers, I would just draft somebody. Hopefully, Scoot Henderson falls to number 3, and just honestly, I would rather build Damian Lillard around him along with Henderson than DeAndre Ayton. But that's not the point. So the biggest trade rumor, as far as mock trades go, the biggest mock trade that came out is this trade right here that I got up on here. So the Mavericks would take DeAndre Ayton. They would take his contract, his 4-year deal. They would take him, and the Suns would get Tim Hardaway, who's on a 3-year deal or 3 more years left on his contract. JaVale McGee, who's on a 3-year deal as well, and Josh Green, who's on a 2-year deal. And when I made this, it wouldn't let me add it on here, but they would also get the Mavericks' 10th overall pick. So my first thought when I saw this mock trade is that DeAndre Ayton is not worth this much. The Mavericks would be stupid to make this trade. But then again, they did kind of make a stupid trade for Kyrie Irving too. So I mean, I guess when you have Mark Cuban as your owner, I guess anything stupid could happen. But as far as this trade goes, it would benefit the Suns in such a big way. They have more bench pieces. They have a shooter in Tim Hardaway. They have a backup rebounder in JaVale McGee. And if we were to make this trade, JaVale McGee could possibly be a good starter for us as well at the 5. Because, I mean, if you got Kevin Durant and Devin Booker on your team, you don't really have to rely on a guy like JaVale McGee to really score that much. Just get the rebounds, play defense in the paint, and just go from there. Obviously, and with Josh Green coming off the bench too, he's a good corner 3-point shooter. The Suns bench would definitely improve on this trade. And if we were to get the 10th overall pick along in this trade, draft a guy that can really help out as well, coming off the bench as a rookie, maybe getting mentored by Chris Paul in the first year if it is a guard that we draft, which, to be honest, if we were to get a lottery pick in a trade, a guard is probably what we should look for. Chris Paul's getting up there in age. Cameron Payne, I think he's got 1 year left on his deal. So we don't really know what our future at the point guard is looking like. But if we were to get a point guard with the 10th overall pick, have Chris Paul mentor him because there is a big possibility that Chris Paul will be back on the Suns next season. So have Chris Paul take care of him, mentor him, get him ready for the future starting spot for the Phoenix Suns. That would be good for us. Now, do I think this trade is going to happen? No, I really don't. But if it were to happen, and by the sounds of it, it is a real possibility that the Mavericks could take a chance on this, due to the fact that Luka Doncic still does want to play with Deandre Ayton. He's been wanting to play with him since the trade deadline a few months back. So if this trade were to happen, the Suns would win this trade. Now, Maverick fans, if you guys somehow get DeAndre Ayton, I honestly don't know what to tell you. I know you guys have been trying to get Luka some help. Kyrie Irving may not be coming back. So I honestly, you guys are better off keeping Kyrie Irving on an overpaid contract than taking a risk on DeAndre Ayton with with how soft he played in the playoffs and with this big, massive contract that he's got when he doesn't even deserve it. So as far as the Suns go on this trade, though, this would be a big victory for us. Like I said, I don't see it happening, but as of right now, this is the biggest mock trade that came out over this news. It wasn't just on one source, it was on multiple sources that the Suns and Mavericks could make this trade right here. Tim Hardaway, JaVale McGee, Josh Green, and the 10th overall pick for DeAndre Ayton to the Mavericks. So, and remember, there's plenty of other rebuilding teams out there too. I'm not saying they're going to want DeAndre Ayton based off of the way he played last year. It's going to be tough to get rid of him, especially with that contract. If he was on a lower contract, then maybe teams would take a chance on him. But it's really tough to think about right now as far as, are we going to get rid of DeAndre Ayton? Because honestly, I'm surprised that the rumors are that high right now when there's not really a lot of teams that are going to want to take a chance on him. Like, for instance, as far as the Mavericks go, I know they are desperate right now, but if they were to pull this trade, then it would just be stupid on their part. And granted, I hope it does happen. I mean, I hate the Mavericks. They don't deserve anything. So, but anyway, as far as this trade goes, this trade is a great step to improving our team. Now, we don't even have a head coach yet, so I think the Suns are looking towards that as of right now. Obviously, Nick Nurse is our leading candidate right now, as of today as well. So, I mean, that's about all I got. Let me know what you guys think about this mock trade that came out and the rumors that came out of DeAndre Ayton going to the Dallas Mavericks. Do you guys think we'll trade him there? What do you guys think we'll get in return for him? But with that being said, guys, I'm gone.